Are you looking to build business credit? Make sure to watch this entire video where I'm going to be breaking down the brand new product that is going to help you build business credit, have better financial business health, and be able to allow you to monitor it. Many of you have heard of NAV, but you have not heard of NAV Prime. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. If you have not by now, make sure that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel at Credit Coach Nicole Scott and give me a go ahead thumbs up, smash that like button, show me some love, especially if you are returning to my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. So today we're going to be talking about a very popular product that a lot of you may have or have not already heard about, and that is the software or app, as you should say, called NAV. NAV has been popular for years. It is a great tool to help you establish better business credit, better overall understanding of your business's financial health. Now, NAV is just a tool, but it does report as a business trade line. So that is going to help you as a small business owner establish something very important: payment history. Because at the end of the day, what business credit is really about is your credibility and ability to repay back debt as agreed. The more on-time payments that you have, or trade references that are reporting an on-time payment to your business credit bureaus or business reports, are better. Now, the goal is to have anywhere between 10 and 20 trade lines, both on personal and business. Now, we all have to start somewhere. So when we are a brand new business, or those that are just starting to build business credit, or even those that have established business credit but just want a guide to help you figure out exactly where you are with the business credit bureaus, NAV is going to be your solution. And now NAV is actually offering NAV Prime. So that's what we're going to be going over today, and we'll kind of give you a little bit of insight. Now, if you want to sign up for NAV Prime, you want to go ahead and use the link below in our description. We have access to help you get a product that is going to literally be a game changer for your business. Why? Because you're going to be able to see your financial health. You're going to be able to use NAV to help you build business credit. It's going to be able to provide you with a corporate credit card. Yes, a corporate credit card. So let's go ahead and talk about the NAV Prime card. So that's what this card is going to help you do, is build credit with your purchases. And it says right here on their website, when you go and sign up, you get credit for everyday swipes. So instead of using your business debit card, you can use your NAV Prime card, and you can turn everyday purchases into items that can help you build business credit. That is huge. You can even see here, you can build business credit where repayments are reported on a monthly trade line. You can turn everyday purchases into opportunities to help you build business credit, because guess what? These are reported as a monthly trade line. Repayments, right? It says right here on their website, credit, business credit, where repayments are reported as a monthly trade line. The NAV Prime card is going to report as a trade line to the business credit bureaus. And as we all know, NAV reports to everyone. So this is a great trade line to help you build business credit and show your ability to repay back debt as agreed. Because many of you that were on some of their programs in the past, you may have been on like the Nav Loan Program Builder, which also reported as a trade line and helped show your ability to pay on time every month. And you got that on-time monthly payment to help you establish credit. Well, this is kind of everything built into one and plus some. So they're kind of one-upping it, because I'm telling you, Nav is one of those programs that's always looking for ways to help you get business credit, show you more ways that you can better manage your financial health as a small business owner, which is one of the many reasons why I love Nav, and you should sign up for Nav today. So if you are planning to sign up for Nav, make sure to use the link below in the description, because that helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. We are affiliated with Nav because I love them so much. They are literally going to help you manage everything right there inside of the Nav app. You can download it on your phone and you can get an idea of where you are with each of the business credit bureaus. And it's also going to give you a brief overlook at your personal credit scores, so it can give you different recommendations on where you should go and apply for business funding. Now, you can also incorporate your business banking into the Nav app, so it can help you understand cash flow and a whole bunch of business management tools, all from the app. It'll show you your money in, your money out, and these are great ways that it can help you determine what type of funding is going to be best for your business. So if you are looking for business funding, Nav is a great tool to help you use to kind of, hey, where should I go to apply? What are some good options as far as lenders go for me to go and get business funding based on my business credit, based on my personal credit, and based on my cash flow? Because those are all the most important factors when it comes to actually getting business funding. So Nav is going to be a great resource to allow you to see what opportunities are out there for you. And guess what? You don't have to pay a funding company to do it. Now let's talk a little bit more about the actual Nav Prime card. Now, Nav Prime is a brand new product. It literally just came out August of 2023. So I highly recommend that you get on the wait list. Nav is now offering the Prime card, which is the only commercial credit card that does not require a security deposit or a credit check. Not to mention, this is also a commercial credit card that is going to help you build business credit. Now, it is only business credit. It does not report to the personal credit reports. This is for business credit only. Leverage a new trade line on your business credit reports that is going to be reported monthly. It will help you maximize business credit building opportunities by literally. So it's a great way for you to get credit for something that you're already doing. So again, Nav Prime is waitlist only right now because it is such a popular product. So make sure to get on the waitlist for Nav Prime. Now we're going to be going over all of Nav as a whole in this video, so you really want to make sure that you watch this entire video so you can get a full understanding of what everything would look like. You'll get the breakdown, and of course, if you are interested in signing up for Nav, there is no contract, so you don't have to keep it for any sort of term. If you sign up for it for a month and you decide that, hey, I don't really need this, you can always cancel. But of course, you definitely want to keep it. I recommend at least 6 months, because there's no point in starting something if you're not going to finish. This whole process is going to be used to help you establish payment history. And that's really what we're using Nav for, is to help establish trade line, establish payment history, help us build credit, help us overlook our financial health as a small business, because we'll be able to see what our scores are with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, and the small business FICO. We're also going to get to see a Vantage score of our personal credit so you can get an idea of, again, do I need to work on my personal credit? Because personal credit is heavily dependent on for business credit. Even as a small business, if you are not making at least $2 million or more in revenue, you will still need to personally guarantee. I always tell my clients when it comes to business credit, you're going to need one of three things: cash, collateral, or credit. And in today's world, it's a whole heck of a lot easier to have a great personal credit score and not have to put up documents, collateral, or cash. So let's go ahead and get into it. So it says right here with Nav Prime, unfortunately, there's a few states that Nav Prime is not available in right now. California being one of them, boo. But even if you have a business in another state that Nav Prime is offered in, you can still apply for it because, of course, we have different businesses in different states. So Nav Prime is not currently available in California, Nevada, North Dakota, or South Dakota. So if you are in any other state, you are welcome to apply to get on the wait list for Nav Prime. Now, right now, there is no security deposit, no annual fee for the Nav Prime. And basically how it works is Nav Prime is a corporate credit card, no deposit, no annual fee, no credit check. So it says right here, no credit check or impact on your personal credit score. Perfect. We don't want that, right? You're going to be able to link your bank account and actually set the limits for the card. Now, you will have daily automatic repayments to minimize the risk of overdue payments, as it says right here under their requirements. And the business trade line repayments are reported monthly. So basically, it's kind of like a net one account, if you will, but it's a corporate credit card that does report, but it's basically where you want to just use this and understand that your cash purchases will be used to help you build business credit, because that's perfect for those of you that don't quite qualify for some business credit cards. You just have a business bank account. Link this to your business bank account, and that way you can generate a trade line by something that you're already doing, paying for things. And then, of course, just use this as a stepping stone. Keep it for 6 to 12 months and allow payment history to be established for your business. And I know one of the big questions that you're going to be asking me is, what is it going to cost me, right? What does it cost? Well, the Nav Prime Advantage program is only $49.99 a month. That is basically what you were paying before for their other programs, but this is way better. This is new and improved. And let me tell you guys this, the more trade lines that we can get that report to all three is by far worth it. You're still going to need your personal credit, of course, but this is going to help you understand the overlook of everything. And we're going to get into what the insides of Nav are going to look like for you. And the reason why I really like Nav is because a lot of people say, well, I just need help getting funding. So they go to a funding company, they pay 20% for this funding company to get them business funds. But really, those are all the same accounts that you could apply for, because Nav is making those recommendations on what would be best fit based on your personal credit, based on your business credit, and based on your revenue. Now, a lot of those funding people, of course, they kind of, fluff the numbers, which is why they're able to get more, because of course they get paid more. But at the end of the day, it falls back on you. So you want to make sure that you're being forthcoming, you're not biting off more than you can chew, and of course, you're just being honest with yourself. If you don't qualify for something right now, set goals, take action, and you will shortly. Nav is going to help you get there a lot faster. So you can see right here, you're going to get a detailed credit report. And these are 3 business credit reports and 2 personal reports. all in one place. Now, they do offer the ability to add a sixth score at the checkout, which is going to be your FICO small business score. As far as the NAV credit trade line reporting, guess what? They are going to report this trade line to all three major business credit bureaus, being Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Most other business trade lines do not report to all three. And, sometimes you have to go to so many different places just to get trade lines established with all of your business bureaus. So this is a great way to have, again, everything kind of under one roof to help keep you organized with everything. And it reports as a trade line. The Nav Prime Advantage also includes a business checking account, which is how you're going to be able to link your transactions. So it says right here, you're going to get a business checking account that has no minimum balance, no opening deposits, no monthly account fees, no domestic transaction fees. Many other banks have a minimum daily balance requirement, a minimum opening deposit, or they have account fees, which we're not doing any of that with NAV. So that's a bonus in itself. Last but not least, you have the business charge card. So this is great, especially for those of you that, again, brand new businesses, or you're just kind of newer to business credit, don't have the best personal credit. This is going to help you establish that business trade line to all three of the credit bureaus. There's no personal credit checks. There's no business credit checks. There's no security deposits. It's a trade line reporting data sent to all business credit bureaus. Many other places require credit checks, upfront fees, personal credit checks, business credit checks. So we're not doing any of that with NAV, which is just an added bonus for only $49.99 a month. I mean, it's really worth way more than that. And honestly, I'm sure the prices are going to be going up once more people get to really take advantage of this NAV Prime account. And of course, your funds are federally protected by the FDIC for up to $250,000 through Blue Ridge Bank NI, which is a member of the FDIC. Now it says right here that Nav Technologies is not a bank. So what they are doing is they're actually partnering with Blue Ridge Bank. And Blue Ridge Bank is federally insured, of course. So you will see that on your paperwork here. Now you'll see here that banking services are provided by Blue Ridge Bank and Thread Bank, members of the FDIC. And the NAV Visa, so this is a Visa card. It is a Visa business debit card issued by Blue Ridge Bank. And the NAV Prime charge card is issued by Thread Bank, pursuant to a license of Visa, of course. So there's going to be two different bank names that are involved. Of course, NAV, like I said, is not a bank. So the debit card is going to be issued by Blue Ridge, and then the business charge card is going to be issued by Thread Bank. Okay, and that's going to be the Visa charge card. And it may be used anywhere that Visa is accepted. And like mentioned before, your funds are FDIC insured for up to $250,000 through Blue Ridge Bank. The only thing really left for you to do now is to go ahead and select Get Prime Now. Get on the waiting list and get that process started. But in the meantime, we're going to go over what it looks like inside of NAV to help you understand what you'd be paying for, what it's going to look like. We're going to give you a test drive live. If you haven't by now, make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, Credit Coach Nicole Scott, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you have, in fact, found value in today's video. Like I said before, NAV allows you to manage a lot of your business finances all through the NAV app. You're going to be able to link your business bank account. You're going to be able to link your personal social security. You're going to see reports from 2 different bureaus under the app. And let me tell you guys, it is literally going to help save you so much time, so much headache, because it's going to give you recommendations based on your cash flow, based on your personal credit, and again, based on your business credit. Now, keep in mind, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax are the 3 major business credit bureaus, but there are a ton more, and Dun & Bradstreet is primarily for suppliers and vendors. So a lot of the business credit cards or lines of credit that a lot of you are interested in are going to be either through Experian Business, Equifax Business, or SBFE. Hell, there's even, PayNet, and not to mention the small business FICO. So there's a lot of different options out there. And that's why I say the best rule of thumb is just to get as many business trade lines reported as possible to help you establish yourself as a credible business and to have that good personal credit score of at least 700 plus. Now, if you really want to optimize your business credit cards and credit approvals, you want to try to get your personal credit as high as possible, preferably 730 plus, and really maximize the credit scores that are the highest. And, of course, your business credit reports that are the highest as well. So if you have a better, business credit profile, say with Experian, you want to try to find some banks that are going to only look at your business Experian and maybe only look at TransUnion on the personal side. So you got to really kind of figure this whole thing out. Don't let it stress you out, because when I tell you that NAV gives you options that are going to be best fit for you, that's exactly what they do. So let's go ahead and take a test drive right now. So this is what the Nav app actually looks like when you log in. There's an app that you can download on your phone, but you can also visit nav.com and actually log in right from your desktop or your laptop or any sort of mobile device. You'll see here on the left-hand side, there's a bunch of different options for you. So you'll be able to connect your business bank accounts. You'll be able to connect your personal information. You'll be able to see cash flow. You can even work with a dedicated funding manager. Not to mention, you're going to see some business credit cards that would be best fit for you. You'll see the top credit card options that are going to be based on what they feel like you would get approved for. Now, keep in mind, you can click on compare options and you can view different credit cards that say have a sign-on bonus or have a 0% interest rate for the first 12 or 18 months or whatever introductory period that they have. But Nav is going to give you some options that would be a match factor for you and your business. One of the many reasons why I like Nav as well is once you log in to their actual website, you can go to the left-hand side where you can see business financing, and you can see a curated options as far as what you would best qualify for. So if you just click on that, Nav is going to give you some different financing options that would be best fit for your business, because people are always saying, oh, how they got approved for this and they got approved for that. Every DNA is different. A lot of times people don't mention all of the details. Personal credit is still required for financing, especially for business credit cards, business loans, business lines of credit. Your personal credit is going to be needed for all of those things. And let's just be clear. I may have mentioned this in the past, but Dun & Bradstreet is for vendor accounts, supplier accounts, property management accounts. Banks and financial institutions do not use Dun & Bradstreet. So you have to understand why you're building business credit, understand the goals, understand what's going to be best fit for you. And that's why I do offer business coaching, credit coaching, to help you understand and get a better idea of what a good game plan would be for you based on your business, your personal credit, and what's best fit overall. So This is a full overview of the Nav app. Again, if you are interested in signing up for Nav and Nav Prime, make sure to use the link below. Get on their waiting list. If they allow you to sign up right away, do it, because the Nav Prime card is literally a game changer, guys. You want to be able to have as many positive trade lines reported, paid as agreed, paid on time, and you want to have charge card accounts. You don't want to have just a bunch of vendor accounts and net 30 accounts. Those are great, but you only need a few of them, okay? And it's really based on your business model. If your business model is, hey, I want to get cash credit cards, this is going to be a better investment for you versus a bunch of net 30 accounts, because this is actually a charge card. This is actually through a bank, a financial institution, and not a supplier. Supplier accounts are great if your business model is set up to use suppliers. But if your business model doesn't really need suppliers or vendor accounts, then, get a few just to establish yourself. But Nav is really going to be the one that is going to help you kind of look over everything, make sure, hey, if I don't have a high enough score with Equifax, maybe I need to find a couple trade lines that are going to report to Equifax. So here's some more business financing options. So you can even work with one of the Nav specialists, and you can click for some of the Nav VIP services that would be available to you. Because if you try to find someone online to get you business funding, it can cost you upwards of 20%. Now, what you want to do inside of the app is obviously tell Nav what your goals are. If your goals are to expand or grow your business by getting business funding, then you want to go ahead and put that. Or if you want to purchase new equipment, there's different types of funding. So whenever someone tells me they want to get business funding, I always got to ask them, well, what type of funding are you talking about? Are you talking about equipment financing? Are you talking about cash funding? Credit cards? There are various different funding options out there. So you really need to be specific when you say that you're looking for business funding. What type of funding are you looking for? So you can even compare some of the different cash funding options that they would have, like On Deck and, say, for example, Funding Circle, if you will. You can say, hey, I want to compare what these two options would look like for my business. You'll be able to see what the payments would be, what the terms would be. The terms are very important to understand, because you want to make sure that if you are taking out funding, you're going to be able to keep up with the payments. That's the most important thing. So, like I said prior, don't bite off more than you can chew. Get in the race, take it nice and slow to start, because let me tell you, staying in the race is half of the battle. You don't want to crash and burn. So take your time, do it right. Like I said, you have Nav. I would say try to keep it at least 6 to 12 months. So that way you can see the progress. And again, you can do this for different businesses that you have. So if you have multiple businesses, you want to have a Nav account for each of those businesses, so you can kind of have a bird's eye view of what the financial health looks like for each business. The cash flow option is a really great tool for you to kind of see all money in and all money out. Of course, we want to get as much in and as less out as possible. And Nav is a great tool to help us kind of, see if you're spending too much or you're not making enough. Here are the business credit reports. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, and you can even see here the small business FICO score. So it'll give you an idea of where you were at when you first started, where you're at right now. You can kind of get an overlook of the reports as well. So this is what your business credit reports would look like inside of Nav. You'll be able to see any public information. And of course, if you did need to update any of this information, you'd want to do that directly with your Dun & Bradstreet account. But the nice thing about it is you can get an easy overview of what your credit reports look like and what your financial health looks like as a business with each of the major business credit bureaus. Again, guys, get Nav, sign up today. Make sure you are taking control over your financial health as a small business owner. Again, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Credit Coach Nicole Scott. Make sure to watch the entire playlist coming up now.